Hello, hello. So today's lesson is on graphing on the coordinate plane. So we're going to start dealing with plotting our points, not just on a number line, but on and in a coordinate plane. So this is what a coordinate plane looks like. The technical definition is two perpendicular, which means they intersect, two perpendicular number lines that intersect to form the coordinate grid. So x is our horizontal axis and y is the vertical axis. The place where the two lines intersect right here is called the origin. The coordinate grid is also divided up into 4 quadrants, and if you notice, they are labeled with Roman numerals. It does have to be labeled in Roman numerals. That's not just to make it look fancy or look cool. They are quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4 with Roman numerals. If you notice, we start in the top right quadrant, and that is 1 because it is positive, positive, and then we actually go counterclockwise for the rest of them. So quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Below the names of the quadrants, I've also told you the x and y coordinates, like what to expect. X always comes first, y always comes second. So in quadrant 2, x will always be a negative number and y will always be a positive number because you're going to the left of the number line and then up on the number line for quadrant 2. The same goes for all of these. It is always an x, y coordinate. And the order of the quadrants is just something you have to memorize. Like I said, it starts in the upper right. That's quadrant 1, excuse me, and then you work counterclockwise. So to graph a point on the coordinate plane, you first have to find its location on the x-axis because your x coordinate always comes first. Then you find its location on the y-axis based on the y coordinate. And then you plot where those 2 points meet in one of the quadrants. So for example, if I give you the coordinate, let's do -4 and -3. -4, -3. -4 is my x, -3 is my y. So let's go over to -4 because you start with your x number line, your x axis. So we go find -4. Okay, I'll do that in green. So we've got -4. And I'll draw some dashes all the way down -4. And then with this bright blue, we go to y and we find -3. So that's there, and I'll draw some dashes to show all the way across -3. Now to plot -4, -3, the only thing that actually matters is the point in the coordinate and where they cross. So right here where they cross is actually your coordinate -4, -3. All the other stuff isn't important, so you don't have to have it. Actually, I'd rather you not have it. That was just to show you kind of how we found where this point is. That you have to find it on this number line and then this number line, and then you plot where they meet. And this is how you label that point. You would put it in parentheses right next to the plot, where you just plotted it. And if you notice, it matches up. Quadrant 3 has to have a negative and a negative, and that's what it is, negative and a negative. So that is how you plot a point on the coordinate grid.